Hello, guys. What's up? Welcome back to, as I will say, your favorite podcast. But in this case, it's not only your favorite podcast, it's your favorite podcasts in plural. Why? Because today we're having one of those episodes that we all love and a very, but seriously special one. Why? Because today we are having officially the first collaboration with another nice and very beautiful couple. So another content creators.
Yes, and they have, first of all, welcome back, guys, to another weekend, to another episode. We are super excited. Today, our special guests are Henk and Ingrid from podcast Henk and Ingrid. And finally, we have a collaboration with a content creator, and not only like our friends and people we know.
Exactly. So basically today you're gonna hear but seriously, guys, a very interesting story about a couple that, ladies and gentlemen, they met on Tinder.
Ooh.
Which is something we are very impressed. It's amazing. Very beautiful couple. She is from Mexico City, and he is from the Netherlands.
The Netherlands. So Mexican and European, just like in our case.
Yeah.
They're a bit older than us. So it's going to be very interesting seeing how the dynamic of long distance relationship works with them in comparison to ours.
Exactly.
And I think we should welcome them and we should start. I'm excited. So welcome Henk and Ingrid to our podcast.
Hey!
Hey! Thank
That's
you.
the best introduction ever.
Yeah, I just wanted to say it. Beautiful introduction. Thank you.
Thank you.
I feel really
You
special.
guys
Thank you, guys.
No, don't worry. Thank you to you, like accepting the invitation
yes.
and actually answering that email.
Thank you. It was so nice having your email, and we are so happy to be here with you.
Oh,
Yeah,
thank you.
your email was also like a recognition. Hey, people do listen.
Exactly. Yeah, that's true.
So you're not the only ones that are doing it.
Yeah, totally.
Oh, guys, well, thank you so much. And we're going to begin with this. So could you please, guys, so actually people that are listening to us know about you and they get stunned as we are right now.
Yes.
Could you please give us in a brief way, your story? How did you meet on Tinder?
How did we meet? How did we meet, Hank?
Well, first of all, it's all her fault.
It was kind of my fault, yeah. But why?
Yeah, you clicked on me, right? I believe it was.
I clicked on you.
See, and I can remember that day clearly. I was at work, and I clicked back. So then we had a match on Tinder. See?
Tinder was the Cupid one.
Oh,
yeah,
it was a Cupid.
See, and one of my first questions to you was, of course, because I have my Tinder range on 30 kilometers. I was totally not looking for a long distance relationship at all. But yes, here we are.
Here we are after 1 year, and well, to complete this little story, but very special one, is that Hank and I were on this app because of the pandemic. You know, guys, the pandemic came to ruin everything.
Sadly, yes.
Sadly. So, well, he was just looking for someone no more than 30 kilometers away. And I was bored. That's the truth. I was bored. I was tired of being here at my house in lockdown. And in those months, Tinder was for free. Like the option to go to another country, it was for free. So
wow,
guys, of course,
really?
Guys, of course, if you have something for free, you get it.
Yeah.
And I did that, and he's right. It was my fault. I was looking for people in the Netherlands and Paris and Germany and Belgium, like people from that area. And he was the one. I was about to give up. Let me tell you, I was about to give up because people that have used Tinder, they know that it's not for long term relationships. But here we are after 1 year.
You proved them wrong, as we like to say.
As we like to say, there is a song. Actually, we call it "It's Our Song." Like, every couple should have a song, and this song is this song that has a part that says like we are gonna prove them wrong, and that's what we like to believe about us. Like, people have told us that this is stupid and that we shouldn't be doing it and that it's impossible, and we always try to believe that we're gonna prove one day wrong. No. So amazing, guys! Seriously, and good job from Tinder.
That they gave you for free meeting people from like other countries.
Yeah,
and then there you have it. Click, and you meet someone that is 10,000 kilometers away from you.
Yeah,
exactly.
And for example, guys, asking you a couple of questions like, how was it the first time you saw each other? Weren't you scared about like the fact that, I mean, it was on Tinder, that you were like, oh, maybe it's not even gonna be the same person?
Oh yeah, because those are the fears.
Yeah.
Because this beautiful lady, I was we started to talk, and at some point I think she's nice, looks nice, she's funny. I want a real date with her, of course, not only digital. So I told her that I have time in December, and I want to go to Mexico. And
wow!
And this little creature told me, "Yeah, you can stay 11 days at my house, not a problem."
But I was being kind, guys. Mexicans, we are kind people, but I wasn't hoping that he said yes.
You were like, oh, he's just saying it just because, but you never expected him to actually do it.
Exactly.
See, yeah, but I am a different kind of man, I guess. But I was okay, if you want to do it in your house, then no hotel, and then I booked my ticket, and I believe 15 October I booked my ticket, a show to her, and I think then you started to realize that I was. You
were
Mexico,
lying,
right?
yeah. You were lying, and of course you asked us if we were scared. I think I was scared. Let me tell you this: until I was at the airport waiting for him, because I didn't believe he was coming.
Until
my biggest fear was actually because of all the COVID rules that were coming into place, that I had to call her on the day that I would leave Holland, like, sorry, but they don't let me go to Mexico because of the COVID rules. And who's gonna believe that? She will probably, yeah, sure, you just don't want to, right? So that was my biggest fear. And the moment I got out through custom guys and to the boarding gate, all my fear was gone, and then just the butterflies in your belly just for meeting. But that's not a fear; that's a good feeling, so to say. So yeah, that was my biggest fear.
Oh, that's so cute. He had butterflies.
Yeah. That's the best part of everything.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Even on 37, you can have that.
Yeah, you can have butterflies, and the thing is that we were scared, I think, until that point. But when we saw each other, it was like, guys, I don't know if you're going to believe us, but I've asked Hank, like, how did you feel? And we really felt like we knew each other. Of course, we knew each other from video calls and everything. But it was really, we were comfy. We were so comfy. It was like,
yeah, it was really
not
natural.
meeting a stranger in a way.
No,
yeah.
Sometimes you have just like, you have that feeling that you just
like a connection.
Know,
yeah,
connection.
You have a connection with someone, and you know that it's real. Like if you knew the person for your whole life.
Yeah, see, but how do you act? You know, what Fabiola says also, like you see each other often on video calls, but then you see each other, and how do you meet? Do you say hi? Do you give a hand? Do you kiss? But we kissed already, and felt super good. And within 5 minutes, we were walking hand to hand to the car.
Yeah, exactly. And of course, I was scared because I wouldn't know, like, if he was going to kiss me, to hug me. How can I say hello, you know? But it was like, if he kissed good, of course, because that's so important. Imagine, it was our first meeting
up.
Yeah.
And imagine if I didn't like his kiss. I was.
Oh,
The first kiss is a great deal.
But then you still have, in our case, 11 days. And then if the first day is really awkward and stuff like that, then you basically got a little problem, right? But no, that was luckily not for
No,
us.
I could handle him 11 days, guys.
And I could handle the family also.
Oh yeah, the family also. I told him like I really apologize in advance for my family, and I keep doing that. But guys, it went so cool. It went better than I expected, and it's going so good now. Also, it's Hank is coming for the 6th visit actually in 15 days. So less than 15
that's so
days.
nice. You're gonna be together
Yeah.
soon.
But also so nice that everything is going amazing with family, because it's an important part of everything.
And also especially because you are completely different cultures, just like with us, Mexican and European.
Yeah.
It was for me a really weird mix of emotion. I was also 24 hours at the time we arrived awake at the time we arrived at her house. But now I felt right away at home, and we laughed. And of course, there's a language barrier. It started to fade away because I'm learning Spanish. But so there are things, of course. But no, it went. I couldn't wish a better start, so to say.
Yeah, and that's important that they gave you a very warm welcome and that you all are getting along with each other very, very good.
Yeah, and for example, now we have a question for each one of you guys. To Ingrid, we have the question, how did your family react when you told them that your boyfriend from the Netherlands who you met on Tinder was coming? And to Hank, what was your daughter's reaction? Because for you guys, so you know, to the audience, Hank has two daughters, two beautiful daughters, and one is, you said 9 years old?
See, the oldest is 9. Yeah,
9.
And
so,
the youngest is 2, but she's a toddler.
But she's a toddler.
Yeah, you can get her out of the equation because she doesn't understand really.
Oh, but she's really important, baby.
See. And also, when I video call her and she's here, it is, hello, Fabiola.
See. Oh, baby, you're calling me Fabiola. People don't know.
Well, we didn't mention, guys. It's their artistic name is Henk Ingrid. Yeah. But the real names are Fabiola and Lobby. So if you hear some here and there in the episode, different names.
Sorry, guys, to confuse you.
No, it's okay.
It's okay.
Don't
It's
worry.
normal.
But yeah, okay. Answering your question, Feli. Oh boy, I live in a very not traditional and very weird family, Mexican family. Well, a short story. I've always been like a traveler. I'm like the traveler of the family, and I've traveled so many places and live alone in so many countries.
Yeah.
So they kind of used to that. The thing is that I couldn't tell my parents that I met Hank or Lowy on Tinder. And I'm gonna explain you why. I'm gonna explain you why, because of course my family is weird, but my family, of course, you know, my parents are more than 60 years old. Sadly, I lost my father on February this year.
Oh,
but
I'm
so sorry.
No, it's okay, guys. It's sad, but my father could meet Hank. So for me, that's so special. They could meet. So, but yeah. So when I told them that he was going to come to my house, I just told them that it was a guy that I knew, like, of course, in one of my trips. And he was like my friend, and he was coming to my house because, of course, they have the idea that meeting people through internet is like so bad, it's dangerous. You can listen to in our episodes, but my mom, especially my mom, she thought that Hank was going to come and kidnap me and going to
my god.
No, but it happens here in Mexico.
Really?
Yeah, people tend to think like that.
Well, I mean, I suppose because you hear those stories here in Mexico about kidnapping and things like that. Wow.
Exactly. So that was the idea of my mom, but they trust me in a way. They
I
trust me.
only I only steal your heart so far. Okay?
Aw.
That's cute. Oh. But the thing is that they trust me, and they know that I hang up with people that, I mean, hang out with people that I really trust, that I'm not silly in that sense, that I really, the people I know is because I trust them and because it's good people. So they trust me. They didn't ask questions, guys.
That's
very
important.
nice. Yeah.
My family is weird, so they only say like, okay, if you invite this guy to the house, it's because you know that we can trust in him. And that was the way. That was the way. And let me tell you something, like, now my mom, she kind of smells that I met him through internet, but now they know each other, so now they are like family, so she's okay with it.
Yeah,
No.
she's okay. But it went, I mean, apparently, well, as you said, it went very smooth and nice.
Yeah, because Mexican culture tends to be very like traditional, and as you said, especially those things like internet and internet dating went very smooth with you.
Yeah, which is nice.
See, so
Yeah, I
cool.
think also what I know about Mexican, there's maybe the traditional side of things, but they're also like really like in all the humans being together, having fun. So this is also the other side of the knife.
Yeah, very warm people, very warm
exactly,
culture.
exactly. Warm people, and they accept
We love
you.
foreigners.
Exactly.
You definitely love foreigners.
Yeah.
Amazing. And for example, Hank, how was then your daughter's reaction when
My
you told her, like,
daughter was really
Yeah.
chill about it. She was just, "Oh, you going with the train?" I said, "No, there's a piece of water between Europe." So she actually got into more in topography because she didn't know where Mexico was, and she was really supportive. And still, I can say, even without they met Ingrid Fabiola for real, that they love her already.
No.
Oh, that's
that's
very
very
nice.
Yeah,
That's very
that's
important.
really great. And I think she has a little bit also from me. I am always just try it and see it, before judge something. So it's great. It's still great. She wants to go to Mexico. She's afraid of the food, but do you have friends right there as well? I say, yes, we have McDonald's here as well in Mexico, so don't worry.
Oh,
But that's the most worry.
Yeah, she's 9, and also the youngest one, she's 2, almost 3. But guys, they are so smart, really. Like talking to Anna, that is 9, is like talking to an adult. She's really
she can
mature.
fluently speak English. That's
Also,
nice.
she speaks
Oh my
English
God.
really well. And it's like talking to a little adult. I don't know if that's something, but she's really smart. She's really comprehensive. She's really like, yeah. It's so nice talking to them. Even with Aileen, the youngest, it's like I have so much fun. I don't speak Dutch that good. I don't speak Dutch, but but we can communicate. We can laugh. I can. Like, for example, saying like, what is this? And it's the nose, and she says the nose. What is this? The eye, and things like that. So I really enjoy them because they are really good girls, and of course because they have good parents, but especially a good father. So I totally understand why they are like that. So that's interesting.
So nice, actually, because I mean, for me, whenever we were listening to your episode where you actually mentioned that Hank has daughters, I was like, the first thing I told Sam was like, how did they take it? Like, seriously. But now that you're mentioning, amazing, really nice girls, because it's not, I suppose it's not an easy thing.
And it's not an easy thing. I know from my own experience, because I have a stepfather as well. He's the coolest guy on the planet. And as Hank said, you should first meet the person before judging and saying stuff. And also the way the way Ingrid talks to Hank's daughters as they were like mini adults is very important, because sometimes we treat children as if they were children and as if they didn't know anything, but in reality they do. So you should treat them equally to yourself, actually.
And actually, it amazes me that so I remember, Hank, that one time Anna asked me some questions in order to know me, and she asked me like, how did we meet? But she already knew how we meet. The thing is that she wanted to know my answer, but she
wow,
yeah, she already. So I was like asking Hank like, should I tell the real story? And he was like, of course, she knows everything. So for me, that was like, oh, that's so good.
So I can remember that. I was like, oh, why did you write down some questions for? It was like a whole page full.
Yeah, and Hank was like, just ask her like this question, and she was like, no, I want to ask her my questions. So
wow,
imagine when she grows up.
She reminds me of my niece. Like I have a niece. She's 8 years old. My cousin's daughter. She's like that, straightforward and whatever she wants. Yeah. No, but it's important that you have a good start and that you, as I said, treat them equally and you're honest from the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. And nowadays kids are so handy with the new technology also. So she smells.
Obviously.
They understand.
We met online and stuff like that. And that's also, the language barrier is not there because they speak English nowadays at that age.
Yeah, which is something important. Although I need to say that even though you don't speak the language, you can communicate with a person. And I live that, for example, with Sam's parents. Like, of course, my Slovenian is not the best. I'm still learning, but it's a very hard language. And still, even though I don't speak, I cannot communicate with her parents. How? I don't even understand how.
You just, I think
sign language.
Yeah, that's the human connection, and at the end, you just know how to communicate.
Yeah.
It's like Hank with my mom, guys. You should see my mom and Hank. Their special connection is I really don't know how they communicate, but they do it.
Yeah. Somehow we can understand each other.
And my mom doesn't speak English at all, guys, at all.
So, no, my mom doesn't speak English either. And again, I mean, Felipe and my mom communicate, as you said, as Hank and your mom. My stepdad, he does speak broken English, so that's kind of a bit easier.
It's a bit easier, but with her mom, I mean, still, I use my broken Slovenian, and because the thing is, like, I know how to say, oh, I want this, I don't want this, thank you, and, like a very basic conversation, but that's enough. And sometimes whenever she starts saying those other stuff, it's just the only thing that we do is Sam translates what she's saying.
Yes, or she shows him the thing and then he says, oh, yes or no.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's like Sam says, it's like something. There's a special connection because I remember when you met my dad, Hank, boy, you could see those guys like with their phones on their hands and with Google Translate, and they were communicating. Like for some reason, I was upstairs and I was listening these guys talking, and I listened that they were struggling. But for some reason, I said like, should I save him? But no, I let them keep going, and they really have a good connection. They really made a good connection. I'm so happy that Hank was able to meet my dad. But yeah, also my dad had that like a broken English, and they had really, really good connection.
No, that's very nice and very important. And also we are happy to hear that.
Yes.
Yeah. And okay, guys, moving on. Well, the point of this lovely episode that we are having with you is the fact that we are only 1 second or one click away to change our lives. And we never know that. So how do you feel as a couple and personally about the fact that literally with that simple click that took you 2 seconds of deciding to create your account on Tinder, how do you feel about the fact that you end up here? Like, we bet that you never imagined that this was going on.
No.
So how do you feel about it?
Oh boy, yeah. Well, if you asked me like 2 years ago, wow, you're gonna visit Mexico 6 times, you're gonna date a Mexicana there, I wouldn't say, what you're smoking, give me some. But, no way I'll say. But here I am having the best time of my life. It's weird, weird feeling to explain. Yeah, it just happens to you, and if it feels right, you go, so to say. Yeah.
And we have talked about this, and we think that it's all about ripple effects, because what a coincidence that we were there exactly that day, Mexico, Holland, and of course I've told Hank, like, imagine that you didn't text me, because on Tinder, I'm a woman, so I expect the men to text me back. And normally I didn't text guys. I was waiting for guys to text me first.
Yeah.
So what would happen if he didn't text me back? We wouldn't be here. Or,
Yeah, definitely.
Or he texted me back. He did it. But really, guys, I was like about to giving up, because I was tired, like using this kind of apps and people disappearing and people talking some days and they disappear suddenly. So of course I had also the option of not texting him back, but I did. So yeah, it's all about ripple effects, like the text, like his idea of coming, me accepting him. But yeah, I feel like those nice coincidences in the world, universe, God, whatever it is. But yeah, we are. I don't know what would I be doing without him now, really, because of course we met on a very hard season, and we are proving, first of all, each other that we can make it. But imagine he traveled to Mexico exactly right when the pandemic was.
Yeah, when it was
Real
very
bad.
hard.
Exactly. So for me, that's so important, and that's why I'm so in love with him, because some other people could say like, no, we cannot do it, or let's wait for next year, let's wait for the pandemic to be over. But no, he has made it possible. So for me, that's so important.
Yeah,
Wow.
he did it. Whenever you even have couples that live in the same city and they don't see each other but on weekends, or even like once every 2 weeks, because they say, oh no, you live on the other side of the city.
Exactly.
I know, exactly. And like, dude, and the other side of the city is very close. Don't complain.
Yeah. But it's amazing, guys, because literally, if you would haven't even decided to text her, or like if you would even have decided to reply or something, you wouldn't be here. It's the same with us.
As if we didn't decide to put Dijon on our options.
And then to have that coincidence, and then actually we weren't a couple when we were in Dijon. We started being a couple after the exchange, because I stood in Europe to travel because I saved money for that. And then I wasn't even planning going to Slovenia. But one day I just woke and I was like, I feel I need to and I want to go to Slovenia. So if I haven't decided that, maybe this wouldn't ever happen, because it was in Slovenia actually when we decided to begin with this.
Yeah, it's about decisions, right?
Yeah.
So many things can go differently. So yeah, that is just grab your chance, I would say, and hold it. But yeah, with Ingrid, I had like, that's, even if she's so far away, I have already that connection on Tinder and later on WhatsApp. I rather do things I regret than not do things and regret it later that I didn't do it, right? So
yeah,
that's what we always say. It's better to try and see rather not to try. And you would ask yourself, what if?
What if?
Exactly. What if? That's a big question. And also thinking that you can meet someone, it doesn't matter the nationality or whatever.
Yeah,
but like Hank always tell me, like, people can think like, why don't you find a Mexican? It's closer. It would be easier. But that's true. I found someone that I really like, his personality, and of course that he's so handsome. That's a plus. But but really, his personality is what I like. Is what I like in a man, and I found it like more than 9,000 kilometers away. Yeah. And of course, I'm gonna take the chance.
Obviously, you should always take the chance that you have.
Yeah, and I always have believed that you can find people you like, because throughout our lives we're gonna find a lot of people we like. But someone that
Yeah.
you love, that's the one that you should choose. Because you can find people you like, but it's very hard to find someone that you love.
Yes.
Sí,
But I
true.
think all four of us can be proud of ourselves, because I think lots of people would think, nah, not gonna do this. It's too much
Yeah.
trouble, too much effort. But yeah, you can miss out big time, so to say.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, as you said, we should, all four of us, be proud of us, because some people, they're just not, like, they don't feel like being committed and to do it, but we're here, we're doing it. And especially you guys, because you met in a very, very hard time in the world that we are right now, especially when coronavirus started. It was way worse than it is
Yeah.
now, and you still didn't give up. You went to Mexico, despite that Europe has so many restrictions, and when you
Totally,
come
yeah.
back, the testing, the quarantine, and those things. But you went.
You're amazing,
Yeah,
guys.
I got
seriously.
lucky also with Mexico, of course, because it's still open. You don't have.
Yeah, that's
From my government out, it was like I needed to fill out lots of forms and see how I come back. I had the prime minister told on live television that people were traveling were assholes. He said it literally. But yeah, I'm not gonna miss this chance.
Of course.
Of course, I did all the precautions. I test myself a couple of times
Oh,
before I
yeah.
left, and I did all the mask thing, the washing hands. So, of course, I keep it in mind, but I couldn't let her go, and I had the ticket, and now I'm big.
No,
Period.
yeah, I'm so glad that he did it, and I really admire him because what he has been through, like the test, I don't know if you had test yourself about the virus, but it's a horrible thing.
Yeah,
So-
we had to.
We had to when we travel. Once we were doubting if I had COVID because I had symptoms. I didn't have, but I needed to test myself for that. So yeah.
And traveling, and especially at least the airline where we traveled, Lufthansa, to Mexico, we needed actually to test ourselves for the airline, not for Mexico, because they don't have any restrictions.
Mm-hmm.
And now when I go back, I'm gonna have to also test before. But yeah, it's very hard these times, but it's important that we don't give up.
Exactly, that's the thing, and that's why I think that this make us stronger. Don't you think?
Yeah, I think
definitely.
if your relationship holds throughout the world pandemic, so to say, and you can be separated, and it's difficult to travel, and you still manage it, then you can take everything.
That's what we said, because we've been apart for 11 months because of coronavirus, and we said,
that's indeed a long time.
Yeah, if we go through these, then we can get through anything.
Yeah, it was a very hard time. But yeah, guys, I think that will be pretty much it.
Yes.
We were enjoying a lot. We enjoy a lot, and seriously, we appreciate the time you had given us, because we were super excited for this. Seriously,
super excited.
Oh,
thank you, guys.
Thank you. I had fun too. It's awesome.
Me too. Thank you very much for this experience. It was so cool.
Thank you, guys. And to approach the end, would you like to say something very short for the audience?
Any motivational words, experiences?
Well, yeah, like you named this episode, is just a click that can change your life. I don't know. I don't want you to encourage to do it, as in go on Tinder or go to school and listen and meet people. But if that's something that suddenly appears in your life and you are doubting to do it, just do it, because of course with precaution, and of course knowing if the other person is able to do it with you, that don't hesitate and try it, risk it, because with these times, with pandemics and all the bad stuff that is happening in the world, you never know if you're going to live tomorrow. So just do it, just try and have fun in the process.
Very beautifully said.
See, I've not much to add, because to just take your chances, and again, what if you grow older, you think by yourself, oh man, I should have done this, and maybe I would love her or him, and you didn't do it. That regret, I don't even want to imagine how that feels. So just like my Nike Max shoes slogan, just do it.
Oh,
That's nice. That's
that's
very
very,
true what you said.
very, very nice, guys. And well, where can we find you guys? Where can people that are listening to us can find you?
Hank knows our social media.
Yeah, we well, if you just Google Henk and Ingrid podcast, you'll find us, and then it's in Encore, Breaker, YouTube, it's everywhere actually. So we are not hard to find.
Yeah, and Hank is Henk. Hank and Ingrid.
Hank
Henk
and
and
Ingrid.
Ingrid,
Yeah.
Henk, guys. Don't forget it, and go and listen to these guys, because believe us, you're gonna laugh a lot. Literally, you're gonna laugh a lot. They're very
They're
funny.
very funny. And another thing, we actually recorded an episode for their podcast, so it's
Yeah,
gonna be
go
on,
and check it.
yeah, on their podcast. So go listen to all the episodes they recorded. You're gonna enjoy their episodes.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah,
Uh,
thank you, and we'll speak to you later then.
Of course.
Of course.
And thank you to all of you guys that are listening to us. Don't forget to also follow Hank and Ingrid. You're going to have a lot of fun. And you're going to hear from a very beautiful couple.
Yes, and as we always say, to support podcasts, share, and share. And you can find us as usual on lovealadijonnaise everywhere: iTunes, Spotify, what else? Google Podcast, YouTube, Instagram, and that's it.
That's it. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much, Hank and Ingrid.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.